what's one huge myth when it comes down to the credit space?
People actually think they can get funding with a 700 credit score, but whole time they have a thin profile. They probably have kickoff on there and probably, you know what I'm saying, like a self account, and then they think they can get funding just because they're at a 700. That's not true, bro. You actually have to build a personal, then build a business.
Bro, it's crazy though, because bro, if we look back, you got started in May of last year. Between now and then, obviously, like, our relationship started off as, you being my mentee, but bro, now it's like, bro, we're on the same level. You know what I'm saying? We're on the same level. I'm also learning things from you, just as much from you as you learn from me.
I definitely feel like I skipped the line on a lot of things. Like there's a lot of things I didn't have to go out and look for or learn on my own. You can start with podcasts, honestly, but it's not the same as getting with somebody who's actually gonna teach you behind the scenes of what's going on. If you don't invest in yourself and you don't invest in the right people, you're gonna take way longer to get to a specific point.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We have my boy 26 CEO in the building. He's been killing it within his credit repair business, and he also does funding, and he also has mentees. He's been killing it overall. He's hit multiple six figures within his companies. I just wanted to bring him on, to pretty much show you guys, the success that he's, been able to accomplish, and also you guys may be able to learn a few things as well. Bro, how are you doing today, my boy?
Chilling, bro, chilling.
Good, bro. Good. Awesome. 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 Bro, you've been traveling a lot recently. Where have you been, bro?
I just came back from Japan not too long ago. Yeah.
Bro was in Japan, China. Bro, I've seen you everywhere, man. It's been a while. But bro, that's amazing. Before the credit repair funding company, really took off, bro. Like, would you say, like, is it a blessing to kind of like be able to like move around and pretty much have, free will to do whatever you want?
Yeah, it's definitely fire, bro, to be able to just move around. Like I don't have no, job I have to be at, so I just essentially just work from my phone, my laptop. So that's cool, bro. Like
That's
it's
awesome.
like just to have that time freedom, bro.
Yep, time freedom, location freedom, that's the goal everybody's trying to accomplish, you know what I mean? But you've already did that. And by the way, for those who don't know, 26 is huge. He's huge on Instagram, bro. How many followers have you just hit on IG, bro? Let them know, because I don't think they understand right now, how big of a credit and funding expert you really are within the space right now.
Bro, we just hit 50. I just hit 56K.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. And when did you start? When did you start your credit and funding journey? Like, when did you get started, bro?
I just hit a year around June.
Damn, that's crazy. I've been in this field longer than you, and bro, I'm still struggling to crack. I'm still struggling to crack 10K followers. But bro, you came in, you just kept it consistent. Like you're killing it, bro. It's insane. Now, what were you
Yeah.
doing before you started your credit and funding company?
Oh, so I was just a barber. I was cutting hair in the barber shop before I jumped into the credit game. Yeah.
And bro, what even made you want to start though? What was your ambition to get started? You were already like, self-employed. You was already working for yourself. Like, what made you want to get into that space? And, just why? Why credit, bro?
Credit literally is like the framework for everything. So it's like I knew that I wanted to get into some type of business as far as like a business I could work from my laptop because as a barber, you still have to cut people, you know. So and I gotta be there like physically and then I'm a one man, like I can only people only want to get cut by me basically. So I just had to figure out what business I could do online that made sense. But then, I just watched a lot of podcasts. So I was like, okay, credit is literally the framework of everything. Like anything anybody was, speaking about on YouTube podcasts, it would always be credit, credit, credit. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to jump in the credit game because credit's like the framework for everything. So I felt
Hmm.
like that was like the smartest place to start at.
Nah, for sure, bro, for sure. Hell yeah. I mean, credit's everything, bro. You need credit for an apartment, you need credit for a car, you need credit for business funding. Honestly, what made you even want to get into, what made you want to join CEO Launch, bro? Because, there's tons of other credit programs out here, there's tons of other credit gurus out here. Like, what made you gravitate towards, getting started within the CEO Launch blueprint?
When I was like looking around for like a good mentor, because I knew I wanted to jump in, to the credit game, but I just wanted to figure out who I wanted to pay, what I'm saying, to teach me. One thing I was big on was like, finding somebody who's actually authentic. It's just like everything just looked legit, bro. Like And then when I seen, it's certain stuff about the lifestyle that you just can't fake. That definitely, it looked like, you was doing your thing. So I definitely, I was like, and then also my boy recommended me to you also. He was like, yeah, bro, this guy's really like, he's really doing it because, my cousin, he was in the in a former group chat with you and everything. So
Nah, word,
everything just
bro.
seemed legit.
Nah, for sure, bro. I appreciate that. And like when you came in, bro, you were killing it. You know what I'm saying? You came in, we were first thing I remember we went over, and the first thing that we do teach is the laws, bro. The FCRA, the FDCPA, Truth in Lending Act, right? Like actual oil and engine, right? Of actual credit and funding company, right? What makes and drives results. And bro, like you grasp that pretty easily. And I think, one thing that, I've seen is, even though, you have people that you could hire, like disputers, even though like, we show you how to hire disputers, we show you how to hire um VAs, right, for certain roles to play in your business, I think it's still important to actually learn those things, right? Because bro, like how many other credit gurus actually know those things?
Not a lot, bro.
Bro, they probably don't even know what they're putting in their templates. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's because I know a lot of credit repair people who, not to bash nobody, but I know like I know a lot of credit repair companies who don't like they don't know the laws at all. Like they're just sending out, they're just sending out letters that they got from their mentors. But like he really like taught me the laws and everything of how everything works. When I have a employee and I'm training them, I know how to really guide them through the laws or what it means, or even walking clients through. A lot of people don't even have that privilege to do that.
Not for real, bro. And it's like that's the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like how could you be a credit repair company or be the owner of a credit repair company and actually not know the laws? And there's so many of them out there, you know what I'm saying? And bro, although the lifestyle could gravitate, somebody from to to actually learn from you, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I see so many of these gurus out here with Lambos, some Moissanite chains, you know what I'm saying? Moissanite watches. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, like why? You know what I'm saying? They don't even know consumer law. They don't understand, they don't even know any of that. But they're just out here flashing, something that's fake so that way they could portray a lifestyle to actually get people to fix their credit instead of having the authority by having the knowledge about actually how to do it to actually drive results. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference I feel like within our community is like we actually do drive results rather than just a Lamborghini lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, like I'm glad you were able to actually, you know, really consume those laws. But bro, like what's the biggest thing you kind of took away from CEO launch, like the platform in general? Um, what was the biggest thing you kind of took away from it and how did it help your business? How did it help you scale your business?
I would say the biggest thing was just honestly having the right dispute letters, like dispute letters that was good. Like the dispute templates you gave me, like the bread and butter of the credit game that you gave me. It was like, yeah, I was getting good results. So when I was getting good results, it was driving me more traffic, more people, so I can market harder. I could post, what I'm saying, more of results that I'm getting. It was brought me a lot more clients because I know it's a lot of people out here who, doing credit repair and they don't get, the results that, our letters get. So that definitely hit hard, bro.
Bro, it's crazy though, because bro, if we look back, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got started in May of last year. Between now and then, obviously, like, our relationship started off as, you being my mentee, but bro, now it's like, bro, we're on the same level. You know what I'm saying? We're on the same level. I'm also learning things from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's a lot of other credit gurus out here that's like trying to, that would try, like kind of like belittle somebody because they're like, they learned from them. But bro, honestly, like I'm learning just as much from you as You learn from me. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that too, bro, we've shared tons of experiences. We could talk about going to 11, you know what I'm saying? We actually have IRL experiences, bro.
Yeah,
And I think that's the
facts.
one thing that kind of sets us apart when it comes down to like other mentorships is because like I'm willing to let people into like my network. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get into the CEO launch blueprint, you are also have access to the network of people that I'm also connected to as well, right? And OB, you could speak more about that, but bro, like how is that side of things as well?
As far as like
Just like actual IRL meetups and stuff like that.
yeah, definitely,
It's
bro.
really,
Everything's like 100% authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like we be just living, bro.
not
You
for
know,
real.
being boats, everything. Like it's just cool link ups. Here and there, probably like
All right, I'm gonna just blow your horn for a second. All right, so peep this. I got a girl, right? I got a girl, right? And this man over here, we were in 11, bro. And this man over here goes downstairs. Mind you, all right, we got invited by a seventh level, all right, which I'm pretty good friends with. They end up leaving, and we were in the section by ourselves. This man goes downstairs and grabs. I don't even know how many, but you grabbed a few. And I'm like in the section chilling by myself with Joseph. Joseph was also, Joseph was Brett Scales' like old manager or whatnot. Anyway, we go down, he goes down, OB gets lost in like 11. We're talking about Miami, like the biggest club in Miami, by the way. Dude goes downstairs and he gets lost for like probably like 10 minutes. I don't even know where he went. I'm just chilling in the section, just drinking my water, I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm relaxing, no trouble. Bro, I literally like comes back upstairs and there's literally seven females that's walking back up the stairs into our section. I'm like, what the heck, bro? Like, I got a girlfriend. Like, nah, this is not happening right now. Like, nah. But anyway, those are those are the type of experiences that, like, bro, like it's more than just, the business now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a true friendship, true relationship. It's, I'm learning from you. You're learning from me. You're a part of the team. You're a CEO now, and you've been able to actually bro, like instead of working in the business, you've been able to grow your business, right? Let's talk about that. How you've been able to delegate tasks towards, VAs that we place in your business and, been able to kind of work on focusing on growing the business rather than working in it. How's that been going for you? And bro, how much time do you like, give to actually working in your business? You know what I'm saying? What does that
yeah.
look
So
like?
it's at the point now where it's like I don't uh I don't really handle none of the hard work like disputing. I have disputers. They handle all the disputing, customer service, onboarding, collecting docs. All that gets done by my team. I don't touch that stuff no more. Even as far as like partially client communication, sometimes a lot of times I like to, talk to them because, I like to make the clients feel like, they're with me. But a lot of the times they'll be texting my assistant, my customer service rep. Um, so I've been able to automate a lot of the business. So a lot of like the dirty work, I don't really get my hands on. I'm currently in the process of hiring a sales rep too. So she's training right now. So after that gets off my hands, now I can, solely focus on, marketing and, doing back end work, systems, automations.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. And you're actually coming out with an AI as well, right? That's something that you're also coming out with. Bro, like that's actually a very impressive project that you're working on. How like that's gonna change, I don't know about you guys, but that's gonna change the entire game when it comes down to, if you're in a service-based business, accounting. credit, funding, you know, bro, tap in with this guy right here. He's creating an AI that's going to be able
Oh,
to
it's created.
it's created already. It's created already. Actually, yeah, you showed me what it did like a few days ago. But bro, like it's actually insane. You guys are gonna have to take a look pretty much, tap in with them because this AI is gonna be able to do everything for you in your DMs, appointment set, close low ticket items, so on and so forth. So it's insane on what this
Bro,
thing could do.
my calendar been booked out, bro, and I haven't like I don't DM leads at all. Like I don't DM leads. So the bot it literally handles all of that. Like it's way better than an appointment setter because you got to think with an appointment setter they have lives. They're humans. They have birthdays they
Mhm.
have to go to. They get sick. You know, they need to sleep. They need days off. They need weekends off. Whatever. The bot DMs all day, 24/7, 365, bro. They could be on Christmas at 5 a.m. It's still booking appointments. So it
Nah,
just
for
never
real.
turns off. Imagine your
Bro,
business running 24/7.
Bro, seriously. And this ain't no go high level bullshit bot. Like we're talking about like an actual AI, like backed by Opus, like can reason, could send photos, could voice code could literally voice, like has voice messaging that could clone your voice. Like it literally is you, but it's the AI that's actually doing it. So, this is actually one thing I want you guys to go check out. Please go check out his page. Where can they find you, bro?
26 the CEO.
What's one huge myth when it comes down to the credit space? Like one myth that everybody's like talking about that's just cause like bro, every single time you hear it, you're like, yo, that's not fucking true.
Or when people think they can get funding with a 700 credit score, but whole time they have a thin profile, they probably have kickoff on there and probably you know what I'm saying, like a self account, and then they think they can get funding just because they're at a 700, but that's not true, bro. You actually have to build a personal, then build a business.
Bro, for real. I know exactly what you're saying. People think that they could come in with with one kickoff profile, with one kickoff, one Ava, one credit strong, and then they could get funding. And it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like you really do have to build your profile out. You know what I'm saying? What are some good quality accounts to have on your credit profile?
Shoot, secure loan, bro.
Word,
100%
okay.
secure loan. That's literally a secure loan might be the best. It might be the best thing you could put on your credit report because it shows what makes that you actually have money because it's secured. And then your money goes in and you can get it right back rather than a secured credit card. Secured credit cards are good too though because uh, again, if you have a lot of money, a secure credit card will show the banks that you actually have money. You know, so
Mm-hmm. Word. And
secure
like
products basically.
hell yeah. Which banks should these guys go to actually get a secure product? Like what are so few banks that you kind of name off the top of your dome that they can go ahead, go to the bank and start building their credit, bro?
Andrews Federal, Navy Federal, and I want to put Chase.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got Chase, Four Leaf.
But so those are a few banks you guys could go to. Make sure you guys, either write that down, take note on that. You guys go ahead. If you got bad credit, if you have no credit, go ahead, get your secure product and start a banking relationship. It's going to allow you guys to be bankable again. All right. Um, what do you have to say for like people that are trying to start a credit repair funding company? Like what are some tips you have for them as far as like, something that you may have struggled with, something that, you've seen other businesses struggle with. Like, what are some tips for some credit and funding companies out there that, or not even credit and funding companies, people that are just trying to start their own credit and funding company, bro?
If you don't know what you're doing, bro, pay somebody to help you skip the line. That's literally it. If you don't invest in yourself and you don't invest in the right people, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna take way longer to get to a specific point than if you just, get that. So I would definitely say like getting in the rooms for one. So networking a lot, and then also, once you meet people and you can figure out who's, really doing what they're doing, that's when you can really, get into, paying for mentorship. But you can even do that before networking because, it could put you in more rooms to network with more people. So networking for sure.
Where, bro, and like I want to touch base on that because I see a lot of people, they just watch bro, and this was me at one point. They watch podcast after podcast after podcast after podcast, you know, and not actually pull the trigger on a mentor. You know what I'm
Never
saying?
take action.
Like,
It's
what do
crazy.
you think? Like, what do you have? Well, what is a statement that you have for those people that just keep on staying on the sidelines and just are so scared to pay somebody?
Hey, this is a funny one, bro. I didn't go pay for mentorship until I felt like I heard the same thing in every podcast. Like once I just felt like I like learned it enough to where it's like, all right, bro, this is like the podcast. Yeah, they're gonna give you game, but it's not one-on-one game. They're not giving you the real sauce. They're giving you sauce. You know what I'm saying to pique your interest to see if you really want to learn. What they're doing exactly. Once I felt like I just learned enough from podcasts, I was like, okay, now it's time to actually get into it and actually get this thing going because you can start with podcasts honestly, but it's not the same as getting with somebody who's actually going to teach you behind the scenes of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now,
So
word.
I definitely feel like I skipped the line on a lot of things. Like there's a lot of things I didn't have to go out and look for or learn on my own.
Mm-hmm. Now, 100%. Bro, yo, how does it feel when you fix somebody's credit though? Like when you
Nah,
know
that's
you
a good feeling,
remove
bro.
like $70,000 worth of debt off somebody's profile, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's a really good feeling though, because it's like when people pay you their money, they're so scared, bro. Like a lot of people, they're really scared. They're like, oh, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like when you're able to just get them results, bro. It's like, okay, yeah, bro. Like you're getting your money's worth. I like to feel valuable in any situation, anywhere I'm at. So anybody I come across, I like to feel valuable. So if I'm a in order for me to feel valuable, I have to, give you some real value. So whenever people pay me money, it's like I know I have to bring you value, bro, because you paid me. And
Right.
I just like to do good business. So um
Nah,
it's a
facts though,
good
bro.
feeling though. Like definitely.
Nah, that's bro, that's amazing, bro. And honestly, bro, these people are paying crumbs compared to what they owe though. Like, bro, they're paying
Literally.
like you could charge somebody 1,500, 2,000, $3,000 for credit repair. Bro, they have 70,000, 80,000. Sometimes they have 230,000. Bro, $500,000 worth of debt that they owe all of these banks. You're telling me you don't want to pay $2,000 to get $300,000 removed off of your credit report? Like, bro, like we're talking
And
about, yeah, good. We're
the
talking
worst thing
about
about
more. Good,
I was
good.
gonna say the worst thing about it is people don't understand like just from that $2,000 spent, bro. For one, you save so much money on interest. You're gonna pay way more than $2,000 in interest if you have bad credit, bro. Like off one car, bro, you could be paying double the price. I have somebody right now who he has a old Benz. It's like a 2000 and I think 18 Benz. He's paying $900 a month, 300 of principal, 600 of interest because
God
he went and got
damn.
a car with bad
Yeah.
credit. So it's
Hmm.
like people don't understand like that, bro. At the end of that car, at the end of that at the end of that term, he's gonna be paying about double what the car was worth, bro, just because he neglected his credit, bro. So like that two
Hmm.
thousand, it could literally save you hundreds of thousands. And not only that, you can use that. That 2,000 could be the 2,000 that'll get you 50,000 because if you have the good profile, you just have some negatives. Once those negatives come off, you should be able to get funding. So it's
Nah,
like it's an
facts, bro.
investment.
Bro, people forget about the bag that they're getting 50 to $150,000 in funding that doesn't even report to their profile. Like, bro, you're paying 2,000, $3,000. And bro, honestly, we even are offering something even better than that right now. Honestly, I don't even want to even say it on this podcast. Honestly, like I really don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? We're even offering credit repair for it's basically free. You know what I'm saying? So, like, like, bro, people that complain about, credit repair pricing and stuff like that, y'all are getting thousands of dollars wiped off your profile, and it wasn't even our fault. It's your fault at the end of the day. You're the one that put yourself in a position. You're just asking us to help you, right? So when it comes down to the price, when it comes down to, 2,000, 3,000, whatever the ask may be, right? Based off of your credit profile, obviously, that's the only way to get to where you want to be. So, yeah, bro, what's the worst thing you've heard? What's the worst thing that you've had to dealt with on this journey when it comes down to dealing with credit repair clients?
Shoot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's a good note because everybody always talks about like the good and the green of it, but it's like nobody ever talks about like, okay, what do we deal with on the back end of the credit repair business? You know, so I would say the worst thing I had to deal with, I got my first charge back like a month before I hit a year, bro. And I was in another
That's
country, bro.
still
I was
pretty
trying to
good
got
though.
two chargebacks. But
Like
mind you,
you
though,
haven't got a
listen to
charge
this.
back for a full year. Bro,
Listen
people
to this
in the
though,
credit
bro.
space, they charge back like a motherfucker. But they
Yeah,
charge back like crazy. And it's sad, but like, bro, going a full year without having a charge back, that's pretty good. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
bro. But it's like a lot of the people who are the ones charging back, bro, they're the people who are not handling what they have to do on their end to actually get real results. Like one of the people who charged back on me, he was like midway through his payment plan. He only been with us for a month and charged back. Well, he was with us for 2 months and charged back. The first month, guess what? Credit monitoring never got
Was active.
reactivated.
Mm-hmm.
Never even got to pull his results. So it's little things like that. And then we had another dude. He was with us for like I believe 2 months. He didn't feel like he got the results that he got, and he canceled, bro. But a lot of people don't know the credit space, bro. The credit repair game, bro. It's not no overnight. It's gonna take some time, bro. You can't expect
Mm-hmm.
to you know spend years messing up your credit and then just get it fixed in a week, bro. It don't work like that. Not even 2 months. 2 months is not even enough.
Mm-hmm.
You
Bro,
can
tell
get
them the
fixed up in
truth,
two
bro.
months.
Tell
You
them the
can.
truth.
It's
Mm-hmm.
possible, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
really. It's not really. That's not really
Mm-hmm.
feasible, bro. It's not. You're not really gonna see somebody getting their report cleaned up in just 2 months, especially if you got a lot of dirt.
Bro, that's facts. Bro, people go years of being irresponsible, going to the club, buying bottles, 2,000, $3,000 on the weekend, right? And not having to worry about, oh, if this piles up, what if, when this piles up, or even having to pay it back. They just continue to make irresponsible decisions and expect you, the credit specialist, to wipe that up in a day. Like y'all think y'all realize how irresponsible that still is? Like after you try to think that that's just gonna get cleaned up in a day. It doesn't work like that, bro. You took the time out of your life to either if it was years, months, decades to mess up your credit to get where you are now, but now you need the help, right? Well, guess what? It's gonna take 2, 3, 4, 5 months, depending on what you got. Some of y'all some bro. I'm gonna be honest, some of y'all be coming to us with like 40 negative things on your profile. Everything's in collections. Everything's charged off. Y'all don't have a single positive account and expect us to pretty much bring y'all back to a 700 credit score when y'all don't even have any positive accounts reporting on your credit. Bro, like what? Like it's just crazy to me, bro. Like it's just crazy to me, bro. Like, bro, and it's what's even worse? Bro, I know tons of influencers. I'm not even gonna call nobody out, but bro, I'm like the guy behind everybody in the big world, like their credit. Bro, I know tons of influencers credit who's messed up and they still can't pay to afford they still can't pay. They can't afford to pay the price that I'm asking. Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm talking models, OnlyFans models. I'm talking like
Oh yeah.
actual influencers that, that fuck their credit up, that mess their credit up. And we asked them, the price is going to be $1,500, $2,000, right? You want somebody to really focus on fixing your credit, right? Somebody that can actually drive results, not no monthly $97 a month, $47 a month where there's just gonna like ghost you, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, me and Obi, we do real credit repair, you know what I'm saying? And if we do offer at those prices, it's because we can and we can drive results. You know what I'm saying? Um, but like, bro, it's insane. There's a lot of people, a lot of influencers, a lot of business owners. And to be surprising, honestly, but there's a lot of business owners out here with messed up credit. I see it every single day. It's really, and it honestly, like, you shouldn't even have the ego. You shouldn't be ashamed of that. That's a part of the business. That's a part of taking risks. You should have messed up credit from probably over leveraging it, from probably taking a risk. But if you're one of those people that are like in the club, 2,000, $3,000 on bottles, this, that, the other, and you know that you're not supposed to be doing that, and you mess your credit up, well, guess what? Don't expect us to bring the magic wand and magic genie and erase everything in like 2 weeks, and then still not have your credit monitoring active. You know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy, bro. But anyway, we don't went on that little dark side of the credit space. That's a space that nobody really talks about. But yeah, bro, I think it had to be said. You got anything for the people? Anything in general, bro? Any advice kind of want to give, anybody that's watching right now that, want to get into the credit game or needs to fix their credit or just in general, needs funding, whatnot.
A lot of people join mentorships thinking that just because they join the mentorship, they're gonna automatically win. Like, oh, after I join this mentorship, I'm gonna automatically start making money. It don't work like that, bro. No matter what mentorship you join, bro, you could have went with Alex Hermosi's mentorship. If you don't put in the actual work and you don't actually apply what you're learning, you'll never get no actual results, bro. So you got to do everything that you learn at a high limit. So you really want to learn the material that's in there, you actually want to apply it. Knowledge without power, knowledge without action, you're not gonna make no money. Like you're gonna buy a mentorship and not make no money, bro. So you wanna, and it's the reason why people charge for mentorship in the first place because if I give you a T-shirt today for free and somebody steals that T-shirt, I didn't pay for it anyway. If I give you a T-shirt for $50 and somebody steal that T-shirt, now you mad because you paid $50 of your hard-earned money. So now
You're
you're
gonna
gonna try
start
to look
caring.
for that T-shirt, you know,
Mm-hmm.
rather than the T-shirt that you got for free. So when you have to pay for something, you put more value to it, bro. So you had to pay 5,000 for a mentorship, 10,000 for a mentorship. Cool. I paid 5,000. I got to make 5,000 in my first month, or at least my second month. But me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I got to make it back in my first month, and I did. But yeah, bro, you gotta put in the work.
It makes you care more, bro. It makes you care more. You know what I'm saying? It makes you, it keeps you accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let me add
Like,
one more thing too, bro. My
good,
fault, bro.
good, bro, good. Do you think? Let them know.
Just because you have a mentor, though, don't feel like he has to hold your hand through everything that you do inside of your business, bro. Like sometimes, bro, a part of being a business owner is being a problem solver. If you're not a good problem solver, bro, business isn't for you. So, ask your mentor questions, don't get me wrong, but if it's something that you can figure out on your own, bro, or if it's, they can't help you with all your problems. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying don't ask questions, ask a lot of questions if it's necessary, but you got to think we're business owners just like you guys at the end of the day. So you're starting your business, we're managing our businesses. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that we're not going to always be available to just jump and help you all the time. At the end of the day, we're still building ourselves. So I feel
Of
like people got to
course.
keep that in mind too.
No, facts, bro. That's a huge one, right? And I like the fact that you said you got to be a problem solver, bro. In business, as a business owner, you got to wear multiple hats sometimes. You got to learn the marketing. You got to learn how to sell it. You got to learn how to do the fulfillment, right? You got to learn all parts of the business, right? Especially at first, you know what I'm saying? When you can't afford to delegate, when you can't afford to hire, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, thank God the margins in the credit repair and funding game are so high that you can actually hire early out. You know what I'm saying? But you have to play all the hats in your business before you can actually scale. Because if you don't know, if you don't know certain things, if you don't know a specific department, then it's going to be hard for you to scale. Obviously, a founder is only good at certain things, may only be good at like a certain few things in their business, right? Maybe it's the fulfillment, maybe it's maybe it's one, a specific thing. It could be sales, right? Maybe you came from a sales background. Well, yes, congratulations. You know the sales department. Well, maybe you came from a marketing department. Okay, well, guess what? Now you are the expert in the marketing department, but you have all these other departments. You have the marketing, you have sales, you have fulfillment, um, you have the financial department, whatever it may be. But, you have to know how to delegate eventually to those different departments, right? So that way you can actually focus on what matters, which is growing the business, right? And actually getting out there. So it's great to have and to wear multiple hats at once, but it comes to a point where you have to delegate, you have to trust, you have to hire, and you have to fire fast. Because, bro, we all know we've all had employees in our business that that don't belong in our business, right? Or that don't actually they don't actually put the work in, right? But, as a business owner, you must know when to fire them. You must put SOPs in place, right? You must put systems in place, and that's going to protect you a lot when it comes down to your time, placing people in certain roles and giving them responsibility to actually take over the role, right? So it's more than just starting your own credit and funding company. Like CEO launch is literally how do you become a successful business owner, right? Because you have sales, you have you have automations, you have clients that need to be touched, you have um, clients that need to be fulfilled. It's a lot. It's every single portion of it. And it's not just, okay, yeah, we teach you credit repair, good luck. It's a complete automated system and actually how to scale your automated credit and funding company from your first hire to your ops manager to your sales team to your to your AI automation specialist, so on and so forth, right? It's a lot more than just, okay, I just want to do credit repair. Because, okay, go ahead and do that and spend 4 hours on a file. See how far you get. If you had to start over tomorrow with $500 and no audience, what's the first move? Like no audience, nobody knowing who you are, nobody tapping in with you with the credit repair and getting funding. Like what would you do? I mean, you've already been there, bro. Like you you pretty much ran it out from, I don't even know how much followers you had, but you didn't, you weren't like in the credit space. You know what I'm saying? And bro, you just came in, boom, 50,000 followers, posting like every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what I was envisioning for you, but like I'm assuming that's what you would do because that's what you already did.
Bruh, somebody told me something. It was crazy. I heard somebody say the only business that takes a day off from marketing is Chick-fil-A. When he said that, I was like, still in that one, bruh, for sure.
Facts.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
game, bro.
That's some game, bro. You gotta post yourself every day, bro. Like you gotta market yourself every day, some way, somehow, bro. Because if you're not marketing your business, nobody else is gonna market it for you, bro.
Bro, you have a huge following on social media, bro. What is a good tip for these people to start like, say for example, they're like looking to scale their credit and funding company, or they were even just looking to scale their personal brand. Like, what's a tip that you have for them in order for them to actually get out there, get their product out there, get their service out there? Like, what should they do?
You gotta know your audience. You gotta know who you want to attract, and then on top of that, you gotta know, um, what to post about. Like if you posting value content, bro, you gotta understand who's the target audience that you're trying to attract, and then you gotta post things about stuff that they want. Like that's literally the best way I can put it. So let's just say in the credit repair space, we have damn, I'm dropping game. This is about to be some game.
Give it to
So
them, bro. Give them the value.
let's just say credit repair space, right? I learned that whenever I post things like, oh, you can get an apartment, these sites will help you get an apartment, these sites will help you get a car, these sites will help you open a business, these sites will help you get better funding, these sites will help you, things like that. Like I'm speaking about their wants and not telling them about, what they're like, not talking about what we can do for them,
Wait,
but
can you show them an example real quick of that format that you just spoke about?
what you mean, like an actual example?
Yeah, remember you were like, I think you were talking about that format you were just talking about just now. That video you just did, no? Like these things will help you do this.
Oh, the do
These things will
not
help you do that.
sauce. Yeah. So we also learned that before if you say never or a negative connotation in front of your videos, it'll attract more people to stop and actually watch the video. Example, never put oil in your car, do this instead. Now when somebody hears that, it's like never. Oh, let me see why I should never do that because this could be dangerous. This could be this could be that. Rather than me saying, uh, use these to change your oil or use this to change your oil, whatever. So when you put a negative connotation in front of in front of the hook, it kind of like intrigues people to listen to what you got to say in the video.
Bro, that's game, bro. You guys got to take that game, start making some videos. You know what I'm saying? And that's also me as well.
Man, the content game, bro, it's like if you know who you're attracting and if you're making your videos right, bro, followers should come in like this.
hmm
Like you just gotta make the oh, another gem. I'll leave you guys with one more gem too.
One more
Copy what's
gem.
already working.
What
If
is
you
it?
see somebody else doing something that's working, copy it, bro. You can literally take exactly what they're showing you. You can literally take exactly what they're doing in their videos, like you know, the way they got the framework of the video, what kind of information you're talking about. Like you can literally copy other people's. You can actually copy somebody's video bar for bar, word for word, and actually go viral.
Bro, that shit
Seen
is
it
so
happen so
true.
much
I
times,
literally did it with your video.
literally.
Like, I literally did it with his video. It was like an apartment video. And he was like, yo, bro, copy this. I was like, okay, no problem. And bro, I literally hit what? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. I think it was at 30,000 views or something. Obviously, it's not too much. But this other video that I copied over somebody else, bro, that shit, like, I think it was 600,000 views or something like that. Like, and it's the exact same copy. Obviously, different B-roll, but exact same copy. You know what I'm saying? And it's because the algorithm is feeding off of what already works. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, yeah. I mean, that's free game for you guys. Like that is literally free game. Like copy people. Do not try to rebuild. Do not try to rebuild or reinstate the wheel, right? Don't try to rebuild the wheel, a fresh wheel here. Like just copy what's already working. You know what I'm saying social media is just a literally it's a copycat. Like that's all you have to be, and it's going to work because that's the format that Instagram is going to push out. That's the formats that Instagram and Facebook wants to push out is the stuff that's already working, right? So, like that's one thing I had to learn. I'm like, yo, like I'm over here trying to reinvent the wheel and trying to be original. But honestly, yes, you could do the original stuff. You could do the original talking heads. You could do the original stuff, but sprinkle, copy people, copy other people so that way you could get and gravitate you could extract like following out of Instagram and then they go to your page and then bam, they see your face. Now they visit your page.
It levels to your Instagram following, bruh. At 0 to 10K, all right, let's start a little lower. At 0 to 100K, bro, you're a nobody. And
Mm-hmm.
this is to the world. Not saying that you're a nobody, but on Instagram, you're a nobody. Nobody really knows you. You got 100 followers. At 1,000 followers, it's like, okay, That's a lot of probably people friends, family, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
At 10K followers, it's like, okay, you probably a little famous in your neighborhood or in your city. You probably play some football or something, or
Mm-hmm.
you just everybody just knew you, so you got a little following, or maybe you just do a little bit of content. At at that 50K range, bro, it's like, okay, who are you? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really like people are just gonna be pulling up on you every day. Like, you got a little something, but it's like it's not. You get in there still. At that 100K mark, people walking up to you, bro. People are walking up to you at 100K, bro. Like, they're walking up to you. They're probably gonna be like, "Yo, I seen you somewhere before. Yo, I seen your content, whatever." People seeing you, bro. A lot of people probably know you, and everybody who's around you probably has a mutual who follows you.
Mm-hmm.
I get that right now, and I'm at 50K. I was getting that at like 20K. Every time I go on somebody's mutuals, somebody they know follows me. Like, it's crazy. Uh, Once you get to that 500K range, it's like kind of the same thing, a little more. Once you get to that million range, bro, I think like that 500K to a million, people are asking you for pictures.
Yeah.
People probably ask you for pictures. People will probably
Coming up
stop
to
you.
you for
Yeah, they
sure.
coming up to you, bro.
Yeah.
That's once you hit that
Yeah.
1 million point, bro. That's where you're there, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you
That's
you damn
that's
near there.
that's where people come up to you at dinner and start recognizing you and shit. You
You
might
feel
not
me?
be
But
recognized everywhere, but like you will
yeah,
definitely be recognized. Like
you'll
for
be
sure.
recognized by somebody. Probably
Yeah.
not by everyone. Like, you're not gonna walk through like YB or Young Boy and people just jump on you, or you know what I'm saying. But like, it's like somebody in the airport will see you and notice you. Like,
Hmm.
oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
that dude.
that's yep. Hmm.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
at a million,
Yep.
you're damn near there. Uh, I was
10
gonna say
mil.
though,
10 mil, you're just famous.
by
100
10 mil,
mil.
bro, you
Oh yeah, 100 mil. Is there anybody at 100 mil? Nah.
probably like Cardi B.
Nah, there's no way, bro.
Yeah, I think Cardi B's at 100 mil,
100 million followers?
100 million.
What?
Or like probably like
Oh,
somebody like
you're
Drake
right.
or Bruno Mars
Holy cow, you're right.
or Mr. Beast. Mr.
Oh
Beast probably
god.
got. Let me see, bro.
Bro, Cristiano Ronaldo is at 676 million followers.
Christian Ronaldo. Oh shoot,
What about Messi, bro?
Mr. Beast is at 87K.
87K?
Yeah,
Wait,
Drake
what?
is at 139 mil.
Oh, 87K. Bro, I think the most who is the most following on Instagram?
Probably Adam Mosseri.
Most
This
following.
man bet. This man betted $1 million and made
Oh, it's
2.8.
Cristiano Ronaldo, bro.
He's the most followed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I thought it was Adam Mosseri.
675 million followers.
Oh
Bro,
shoot, Adam Mosseri only has
that's more than half
3.9.
a billion followers, bro. That's fucking crazy.
He has how much followers?
676 million.
He's right under Instagram. Instagram got 685
Yo,
million.
that's crazy, bro.
People don't understand. This day of age is literally the best day of age that you can be alive, bro. You can literally make money inside of your crib from your fucking phone. People don't understand this. I don't know why people aren't like really jumping into some type of online business, bro. Like, I don't care if you even just trade or something like. And you know what's crazy?
Mm,
I think in the future, the word is gonna get to the point where AI is taking over. So everybody who's actually working a regular job, all of that shit's gonna get replaceable, bro. Even barbers, like, they're making machines that can cut hair,
even
bro.
what? What you say?
Barbers, like barbers,
Oh yeah, bro. Bro, they're gonna
even
have a
barbers get
fucking thing you just
replaced.
put your head in and it's just like
Yes,
zzz, and it's gonna
that's
be
what I'm
done.
telling you, bro. So
You bro,
AI is
you
taking
lucky you got in
everything
the
over.
credit
So
space. Bro, you good, bro. You're good that you got in the credit space, bro, when you did, bro. Cause that's when
bro,
AI started taking off.
look though, bro. I feel like the world might get to a point where it goes back to like a blacksmith era. You know what I'm
What
saying?
you mean? What you mean?
Like, you know how back in the day, everybody had their own businesses. People didn't really have jobs unless they worked for like royalty or, government, but everybody had like a market, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was a blacksmith, this person was you know what I'm saying? Like everybody had
Mm-hmm.
their own business and everybody
Um.
was just hustling on their own
Mm-hmm.
without having to work for separate companies. With AI
Right.
taking over, I think the world will mess around and go back to that because you're gonna have to have your own business. Everybody will probably have some type of online businesses, but the people who don't have businesses, they'll probably be living on like some universal income, bro.
Right.
Like
Right.
even Elon Musk talked about it. He spoke about it. He was like, if AI takes all of the jobs, uh, everybody would just be living on a universal income. But people who have businesses, they still gonna do
Mm-hmm.
business, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I could see
So I'm
that
like,
definitely happening, bro.
that's
Cause
crazy,
I mean, yeah, I could see that happening, bro. Cause, bro, like at the end of the day, like I mean, is autonomously automating everything, like literally everything, bro. And I mean, once that happens, bro, people are not gonna be able to like obviously provide for themselves because they don't have they don't have anything to fall back on or trade their time for money, right? In a way that they could provide a service or not even provide a service, provide employment to a company because that role is taken. So, I mean, once that happens, also people won't have enough money to, afford to buy a house, wouldn't have enough money to invest into stocks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're
bro.
gonna have to rely back on providing a service to a marketplace that has some type of value that people are willing to pay for, or they just
Bro,
own land and shit. You good?
the other day I went to Walmart, bro, and I'm in Walmart, bro. I'm like, yo, where is the cash registers? Straight self checkout in there, bro. It was probably like 3 or 4 actual human registers. Back in the day, it
Yeah.
used to be like 20.
Yep.
Now they got
All
like
down the line.
4. They literally, bro,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally happening right in front of our faces. They
Mm-hmm.
literally redid the whole, like, all of the checkout sections in Walmart. It's all gone, bro.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
Like,
that's
it's straight self
crazy.
checkout and
Give me, yeah, it's
and
crazy.
like 4 cashiers, bro.
I mean, bro, that's what the world's coming to. And on top of that too, me and my girl, we went to Miami this weekend. And bro, you remember when we used to see the delivery people on the sidewalks, like on the mopeds and shit,
Yeah.
or on the bikes? Bro, they got the delivery things now, the robots,
Oh,
the
the robots.
autonomous robots on four
Yeah,
wheels just delivering food.
yeah. I was just in the
It's
Waymo the other
crazy.
day. A car driving itself. What you think
Crazy,
about to
bro.
happen to everybody who does Uber and DoorDash and Lyft and taxi?
hmm Well,
It's about to
well,
be over.
Tesla already launched the robo taxi shit in Miami.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
hmm
bro,
hmm
it's gonna be to a point they're gonna be able to put food in the cars and deliver the food to you. So you don't even have to be touched by a human, bro.
Everything's gonna be autonomous, bro. It's gonna be nuts. And bro, once that comes through, it's gonna be a crazy economy. We don't,
Bro, you gotta have something, bro. You don't got nothing, bro. It's you cook.
yeah, you either have to, you know, create a product that has AI in it, and people would pay for that service, or you just have to own land, or you gotta be a landlord, or you just, but you just gotta own something. You gotta have your own business. You have to have something to back you up so that way that pretty much you're not being fired from a role that's providing for you or your family. It's crazy. All right, so like that's definitely some free game, bro. Thank you for that game. I think it's going to help tons of people that's actually watching this video here. But yeah, bro, thank you so much for hopping on. I appreciate the free game that you gave these guys at the end of the video when it comes down to the social media side of things. Because, dude, there's a lot of people that are trying to grow their social media. There's a lot of people that's trying to push their brands out. There's a lot of people that are thinking about actually starting a credit and funding company. And honestly, you know, like, maybe it's time for them to actually pull the trigger. So, thank you for hopping on, bro. You have any like huge, anything huge that you're looking forward to, like that's coming up, or anything that you kind of want to say as as your last words, bro, for the show?
Yeah, when y'all get tired of DMing, a whole bunch of leads all day, just type in 26 the CEO, and he has like some bots that can like DM people for you.
Nah, 100%. Tapping with him.
Yeah.
Tapping with him. It's insane. Like it's literally insane. You guys got to check it out. Appreciate you, bro, for hopping on. And yeah, bro, let's continue to conquer. Let's continue to build this thing. All right, guys, peace.